Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Cincinnati Bengals. Tirico in the booth with Greg Olson and Blake Grupe on the field to get this started. Off we go from Cincinnati. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. First carry now for Jaden Blue. Up the sideline to the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Falcons are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Right to the air goes Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready? 18, run. 70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. Ready?
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 6.
18, Pioneer. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and
great.
1.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Come on. Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll take a deep shot for down. That is hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is second TD catch of the season. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up a third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. Xavier Gibson, the Week 1 hero back in 2023, deep to return. And he's going to bring this one back. It is a punt return touchdown for the special teams unit. And they get the great bonus of scoring on special teams. This time the punt return unit able to put 6 up on the board.
And what we see here, Mike, is just a breakdown in the coverage. They talk all week about fanning the field, controlling the returner, keeping them on your inside arm. In this case, two guys get stacked behind each other. They leave just enough space for this returner to operate in, and the next thing you know, they're looking at him in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. Whoa. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Leonard. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Again, here comes Blue. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Blue. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Leonard. He'll let this go for Pickens. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening. Backfield
Empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards.
And the Falcons first down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves...
This one intercepted. Picked off by Darius Washington. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Get it!
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Ready, set!
So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Daniels now going to look to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
To throw is deep. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Milton Williams in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's third and 7.
Cougar 19.
Throwing is Daniels. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete. On fourth down, Daniel Wheelan is on to punt. And he'll get a few yards on this return. Up past the 15-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Blue. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
second down and 7. Looking to throw. It's Leonard. That's complete to Blue. Finding space at the 40. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 81 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Joshua Carney to kick off.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready? Ready.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second pirate. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready?
Daniels to throw on second down. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
19 Lions.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. 14 on the pickup. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
They'll run a draw with Mixon. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here we go. 77 Wolf.
On second down, it's Daniel. And he'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
Come on. Dragon 60. Panther 6.
He'll try to run for it. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And good hard running there. He'll push pushes way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
19 target, Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Throwing on second down. Daniel. That is left side and caught by foul. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Get it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Get it.
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
Ready.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1.
Warriors 70.
They'll throw with Daniel. This one caught at the 4. And he goes out of bounds at the 3. And from there, it's going to be 1st and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Some nose guards in the 3-4 defense, Mike, are just asked to take up space and eat up blockers, but not this guy. He defeats his blocker and makes the tackle. That's playing the nose guard at the next level. It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. It's Daniel. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Here comes Blake Groupie for this field goal try. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Bengals get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
14.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
First and 10, it is Leonard. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready up.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's complete to Moore on the right side. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Out to his right. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. Here's Daniels. Flowers with the catch. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
Here we go.
To the goal line and in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown Bengals. It's his second touchdown of the year. On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. He'll grab it at the 12. A solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On first down, Leonard. Finds Bell. That's caught. Now a timeout. That's their first as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Falcons.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Second down and 10.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Gibson now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down side of the 25-yard line.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. On the ground, it's Mixon. The ball comes out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here we go. Go.
On first down, here's Blue. Open space inside the 10. And he will score again. Jaden Blue. Touchdown Atlanta. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his sixth this year.
The kick is good. That ties the game, 24-24. Joshua Carney to
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Hey, ready.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 31. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 31, here's second and 6.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll go play action here with Daniel. Pass right side to Downs. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Hold the
First
ready.
and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready. Turn. Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
7. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Mixon. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
On first and 10, here's Daniel. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and a yard.
No. Come on. Set. Lightning 8. Go.
They'll run with Mixon. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
First and 10.
Hawk 70. Get it. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Throwing now. Daniel. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now This defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. It is dropped in the end zone. Gun down. Touchdown, Cincinnati. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Groupie now, on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will go up by 7.
Bengals 31, Falcons 24.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This returnable with Reed. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To the air is Leonard. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. 1st catch, 1st touch. Here as we start the 2nd half.
He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Leonard gonna throw on 1st and 10. This one is caught by Reed. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st down.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
1-yard line.
Lou, and he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Well, this loss here, Mike, just completely changes your approach this close to the end zone. And I'm sitting up here in the booth trying to come up with an explanation of how do you lose that many yards. And I bet down on the sideline, this coach, he's doing the same thing.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Leonard. For the end zone, but it's batted away. Incomplete. He was open for a moment. Defense closed quickly, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Leonard gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, on loose football. The Bengals have got it. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And that did not go as planned. He's out of bounds on the return at his own 15-yard line.
Their own 15-yard line.
On the handoff, Blue. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Ball now at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Operating out of the gun, it is Leonard. That is caught downfield by Pickens. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Man left side, it's caught. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Atlanta.
This is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Falcons.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Leonard. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
To throw once more, here's Leonard. That's caught. It's Lambert Smith. And he will score. Game on. DeAndre Lambert Smith. Touchdown, Falcon.
For the extra point.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Falcons will cut the deficit to 7.
31.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Ready, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Steady.
On first down, Daniels. Pushed out to his left.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Cut that deputy.
Now Daniels. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. He works free, right side. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The score, Denver's 45, Falcons 31.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's Leonard now throwing on first and 10. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Now Leonard. On the run to the right. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
70 Lions, 19.
First and 10, it is Leonard. That is caught at the 3. And he will score. Game on. George Pickens. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
To the air once more. Leonard. Forced to his right. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready? Go!
Daniels now on first down. They're trying to work the screen with Mixon. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Back at the 24.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 6, Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Some more on the right side. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a 1st down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Come on. Set. Prep 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Take motion. Watch the motion. Get up.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. That's hard. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jay Flowers. Touchdown, Bengals. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming.
Let's go now.
Bengals will line up for the
70
2-point
Timberwolves.
conversion.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Falcons 39.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. Their own 26-yard line.
To throw on 1st and 10, Leonard. He'll let this go for Pickens. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession, and I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Falcon 1st down.
From the gun, here's a throw by Leonard. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day,
he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Leonard to throw. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Ready?
Leonard to throw here on 3rd and long. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready, right?
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Here we go.
2nd and 11.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.
Come on.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here in the jungle for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
blades are sharpened with precision.